Okay, so I think all of us has already joined this meeting. And first of all, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests. Thanks for all of your precious time to join and witness this signing ceremony of the MoU between TusPark WHA and Chulalongkorn School of Integrated Innovation. And my name is Francis, and I'm the CEO of TusPark WHA and the also director of WHA TUS Company Limited. And first of all, please allow me to introduce the executives and the participants who are joining our ceremony. And we have the executive president of TusHoldings Company Limited, president of TUS City Group, Mr. Ma Xiaowei. Yep. We have the vice president for strategic planning, innovation, and global engagement of Chulalongkorn University, Dr. Nacha. Welcome. Thank you. Yep. We have the executive director of Chulalongkorn School of Integrated Innovation, Professor Wasak. Welcome. And also we have the Chief Operating Officer, Industrial and International of WHA, and the Director of WHA TUS Company Limited, Mr. Vivat. Welcome. And also we have the Chief Strategic Officer of WHA Corporation, Mr. Crackluck. Welcome. Yes, and of course, we have our friends and colleagues from Chulalongkorn University side, who are the head of academic affairs, Dr. Warinya. Welcome. Yes, and we have the head of operating services, Dr. Pakjira.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, and we have the faculty member in core business, Dr. Piaggio. Thanks for the great support for the time and welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we have the faculty member in smart cities, Professor Agacha. Welcome. Yes, and also from the WHA side, we have the vice president for strategic business development, Mr. Vin. Welcome, Mr. Vin. And of course, we have the Director of Strategic Business Development of WHA, Ms. Montika. Welcome, Ms. Montika. Yes, and we have our team from TusPark WHA, which is Mr. Lizer and the Executive General Manager of TusPark WHA. And we have our colleagues, friends, and from Chulalongkorn University side, from the WHA side, and from TusPark WHA side. Totally, we have roughly 30 people who are joining this ceremony. Thank you all for your precious time. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yep. And now let's move to the next session, the executive speech. Let's welcome the Vice President for Chulalongkorn University, Professor Nacha, to give us a speech. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
And dear Kun Vivat, Mr. Ma, Mr. Cheng, Mr. Zhang, Kun Montika, Mr. Shi, Mr. Lee, and distinguished guests from WHA Group and TusHoldings. Dear Professor Warasak, dear colleagues from Chulalongkorn University, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, I am incredibly pleased to be here today to warmly welcome our guests from WHA Group and TusHoldings. I am honored to extend to you all the official greetings by Professor Dr. Bandit Apon, the President of Chulalongkorn University. Today marks a crucial step ahead in the profound cooperation fostered by WHA Groups and TusHoldings and Chulalongkorn University, namely by our recent established schools of integrated innovation, with a strong emphasis on cross-border innovations and scale-up entrepreneurship between the People's Republic of China and the Kingdom of Thailand. These cooperations and collaborations on research and innovation aims at the joint development of entrepreneurial ventures through capacities optimization project discussions, and consecutive implementation, benefiting both parties. As such, both sides are encouraged to generate, exchange, and develop innovative ideas that demonstrate an awareness of commercial, social, technological, environmental impacts. This partnership will be managed and supported through a collaborative approach by promoting innovation projects in diverse directions such as digital economy, artificial intelligence, robotic, and electronics commerce. Second, digital transformation, digitalization, optimization, and advanced manufacturing. And third, human capital development, entrepreneurship, management, computer science, artificial intelligence, training and development. It matches not only the WHA Group and TusHoldings missions and vision, but also synchronized with our School of Integrated Innovation's core specialization, providing unparalleled, invaluable partnership opportunities for our organization as well as Thai and Chinese societies. This collaboration shall involve academic resource sharing, training, exchange programs, internship supports, and activities coordination to create entrepreneurial, impactful, and sustainable innovations with the ultimate goal to scale up to Asia Pacific level in the next new context of our CEP trade agreement. We anticipating that the WHA Group and TusHoldings to assign a certain projects and offer an exchange opportunities and internship to engage our exceptional students, while at the meantime, SAI shall dedicate our internal academic and human resources to make these innovations happen. I hope a success for both our organization and expecting further project agreement to execute specific innovation projects. So let me giving you an introduction of Chula and School of Integrated Innovation. Chulalongkorn University is the Thailand's oldest and the most prestigious university for its most comprehensive programs of study, professional excellence, and research-intensive resources. We have recently inaugurated Chulalongkorn School of Integrated Innovation, which is designed with an assortment of advantages for the students to establish themselves as a leader in the 21st century by emphasizing a project-based learning aligned with emerging and futuristic needs. Our school provides a bachelor degree program of arts and science in integrated innovation, popularly known as BASAI, the first of its kind in Asia to deliver a transdisciplinary platform for talented students encompassing engineering, science, and entrepreneurship, liberal arts, and social science. It aims to prepare elite international students with globally relevant experiences in the ASEAN and Asia context, and with the digital and social skills necessary for lifelong learning. Chulalongkorn University views this project as part of its digital transformation to create a cohesive digital ecosystem that allows the university to address its vital role in the future society. Despite being a very young school, SAI has already a solid partnership network with leading industry, such as Banpu Corporation, PTTEP, Zingar, and so on. This is in line with the recent achievement of Chulalongkorn University, which has been recognized as #1 university in Asia by Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, the only global performance table that assessing university against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, such as SDG #9, which focusing on industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Furthermore, Chulalongkorn University has consistently ranked #1 in Thailand and among top 100 worldwide for academic reputation according to QS World Ranking. Let me introducing to the WHA Group and TusHoldings. TusPark WHA Incubation Center is an incubator project jointly set by TusHoldings and WHA, aiming at promoting sci-tech cooperation between China, Thailand, and other ASEAN countries, and becoming one of the world's leading technology hotspots. TusPark WHA Incubation Center covers the whole life cycle startups and provide one-stop service to help firms build connection with industry, government, and financial. With the RCEP signing and our global innovation network complying with the China Belt and Road Initiative. TusPark WHA Incubation Center offer a great opportunity to expand into Chinese markets. Finally, I would like to end my opening remark with two quotes that perfectly representing our objective and values. Our beloved late King Rama IX, His Majesty Bhumibol Adulyadej the Great, once said that the prosperities and the happiness of the nation and the people are not the achievement of any single person. It is a cooperative effort. By signing this MoU, we are upholding the teachings and the wisdom of the late King Monarch, and we live up to his endearing and inspiring legacies. The second quote is by Chinese Prime Minister Li Keqiang, which you can read on the walls of our school, and remind us that changes call for innovation, and innovation leads to progress. This ultimately embodies the spirits and the purpose of our school. I sincerely portend that an integrated critical approach to technologies and entrepreneurial innovation, as well as human and societal development, shall be pursued by the WHA Group, TusHoldings, and SAI. Thanks to these magnificent opportunities given by this MoU, and shall be the pole star of the parties for their future's blueprints. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for the speech, Professor Nacha. And indeed, I can recall that between TusHoldings and Chulalongkorn University, we did have a very long-term and friendly cooperation relationship in the past few years. I think and I believe by the signing of this MoU, we will strengthen our cooperation relationship, and we're going to have a very better and bigger success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis.
Yeah. And next, let's welcome the Executive Director of Chulalongkorn School of Integrated Innovation, Professor WHA, to give us a speech. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Francis Chang. Good morning. First, let me recognize Khun Vivat Jiratikan School, Director of WHA TUS, Mr. Ma Xiaowei, Executive President, TusHoldings, other distinguished officers and guests from WHA Group and TusHoldings. Dear Dr. Nacha Tui Sangsakunthai, Vice President, and other colleagues from Chulalongkorn University, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, on behalf of the School of Integrated Innovation, also known as SCI or SAI, allow me to extend my gratitude to our Vice President Nacha for her inspiration remarks, to which I shall add some illustrations on how our partnership has already been under operation. I will briefly elaborate further as regard the next directions of our partnership to foster cross-border innovation and scale up entrepreneurship between China and Thailand. As our Vice President Nacha has stated earlier, this cooperation aims at promoting innovation projects in multi-fields. Additionally, our partnership shall lay a foundation for training and human resource development for stakeholders, especially our students, in the area of entrepreneurship, artificial intelligence, and management. As such, I'm extremely pleased to see that a group of our talented students, namely Nanisha, Panathon, Sutep, and Pira, have already benefited from this partnership by taking a 2-month summer internship in the joint venture TUS WHA in Bangkok, as well as in WHA Group. While Nanisha interned in TUS WHA, where she learned about the diffusion and adoption of innovation in China and ASEAN. Panathon, Sutep, and Pira the other three, were exposed to hands-on real-life management experiences across the multiple business units of WHA Group. Thereby, all our intern students, albeit very young age, could practice some of the multiple skills that we require in our transdisciplinary curriculum. As you know, the WHA curriculum aims to equip students not only with the academic knowledge, but also with 21st century skills, which are critical to their lifelong learning. I'm equally pleased to witness that our partnership has been activated through research projects. In particular, our students have performed analysis with regard to the operation management system of TusHoldings in China and WHA Group in Thailand, and also across ASEAN. They interviewed senior executives of both companies, and this was a really unique learning opportunity for them. Thus, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to all the senior executives of TusHoldings and WHA Group who have kindly spared their valuable time to share their knowledge, their best practices, and the industrial perspective with our students. Now, moving forward, I very much look forward to exploring the possibility of collaboration and funding with the TusPark and WHA regard to potential innovative business ventures incubated by our school and TusPark WHA, towards which I encourage both parties to focus their efforts. I expect that some business venture will lead to breakthrough innovations with a positive impact on both Chinese and Thai society. Furthermore, I'm eagerly anticipating to establish semester-long exchange program of our students and faculty members, as well as for TusHoldings and WHA members. Such exchange does not need to follow traditional practice, but rather follow our vision and spirit of both parties, based on forward-looking, innovation-focused, and project-based approaches. Under our exchange program, our high-performing students could spend an intern semester with some of the many science parks operated by TusPark in China and also across the world. Such exchange could aim to help equip our students with vital real-life experiences and entrepreneurial skills. Before ending my remarks, I feel obliged to acknowledge the great effort and contribution of my faculty and staff, especially Dr. Pietro Borsano. And finally, I am confident that through our partnership, we will not only actively promote innovations, but also serve our community and societies to create a better and more sustainable futures for humankind. Thank you very much.
Francis, I think muted.
Okay, so thanks, Professor Wasuk. And I think, yes, before this ceremony, together with CII, we already carry out with some cooperation activities. And it is our great pleasure and honor to provide a platform for students and professors in the university. And indeed, in the future, by this MoU signing, we're going to carry out with more deeper and more practical cooperation together with the university, not only for the university, but for the whole community and the society, I hope. So thank you. And next, let's welcome the director of WHA TUS Company Limited, Mr. Vivat, to give us a speech. Welcome.
Thank you, Francis. Professor Dr. Varasak Nukunchai, Board Member and Executive Director, Chulalongkorn, School of Integrated Innovation or SCII. Associate Professor Dr. Nacha Twisang Sakunthai, Vice President and Strategic Planning, Innovation and Global Engagement, Chulalongkorn University. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm delighted to be with you today for the formal virtual signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between Chulalongkorn School of Integrated Innovation and TusPark WHA. This is indeed a milestone for us as we seal this collaboration with your esteemed institution. We are here to help in development of outstanding students who will not only be part of the country's future talent pool, but also become respected innovators, entrepreneurs, business leaders in various fields. Under this 5 years agreement, our collaboration will aim to create an innovation ecosystem that will promote exchanges, encourage research projects, and fuel the entrepreneurial spirit of the youth. Digital and information communication technologies are playing an increasingly important role. The rapid changes we are seeing mean a greater need for a constant flow of creativities and innovation. TusPark WHA can offer advanced learning opportunities and hands-on experiences so that brilliant young minds can tackle and analyze real challenges and obstacles that startups, manufacturers, and other business face. TusPark WHA will also offer working spaces in its incubation center for students working on projects nurtured by the SCII. We welcome the opportunity of TusPark WHA to be part of the SCII's journey in producing future leaders in technology and innovation who are equipped with the necessary competency to volatilize the way factories and workplace in function, to become increasingly more efficient, connected, and environment friendly. My heartfelt thanks to the Professor Dr. Varasak, Associate Professor Dr. Nacha, and the team at SCII for giving TusPark WHA the opportunity to contribute to the education sector to help create the new generation of digital technology and innovation talents who will transform our economy and society. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vivat, and thanks for the long-term support for our business in Thailand. And I'm sure that by this MoU, we will strengthen the helix named the university, research, and the industry together. And thank you. So next, let's welcome the Executive President of TusHoldings Company Limited, Mr. Ma Xiaowei, to give us a speech. Ma总，现在有请。
各位好，朱拉隆功的大学的领导和各位老师，还有伟华的各位董事，大家好，很高兴在今天通过线上视频会议的方式与各位见面，咱们共同见证启迪伟华中心与朱拉隆功创新商学院校企合作签约仪式。在这儿，我代表启迪控股，代表王继武董事长，对为这次签约仪式的筹备和前期合作推进中做出大量工作的各位表示衷心的感谢。
So I will be the translator, and Honorable Professor Nacha, Professor Varasak, and Mr. Vivas, and distinguished guests. Good morning. It is my great pleasure to meet you today through this online platform and witness the signing ceremony between TusPark WHA and ICI. Congratulations to both parties. And this ceremony marks the new beginning of a new phase to our school enterprise cooperation. Here, on behalf of TusHoldings and the chairman, Mr. Wang Jiwu, I would like to express my thanks to the colleagues and professors who have done a lot of work for the preparation of this ceremony and the cooperation activities before this ceremony.
启迪作为这个中国科技服务行业的领军企业，我们一直积极响应国家的一带一路倡议，着力拓展和深化与泰国政府、大学、企业等各界的交流与合作。启迪项目的落地和启迪模式的引进，也得到了中泰两国政府及各级领导的关怀和关注。泰国一直是启迪国际化发展的战略布局重点，也受到了我们启迪控股董事长王继武先生的高度重视和支持。
As a leading company in China's science and technology service industry, TusHoldings actively respond to China's Belt and Road Initiative, strives to expand and deepen exchanges and cooperation with the Thai governments, universities, and enterprises and other sectors. It received the care and attention of leaders at all levels of the two countries. Thailand has always been the focus of TusHoldings' international development strategy and has been highly valued and supported by the chairman, Mr. Wang Jiwu.
今天，启迪与朱拉隆功创新商学院的合作项目的正式落地签约，对启迪的国际化布局以及中国科技创新企业走出去，都有着重要的战略意义及示范效应。朱拉隆功创新商学院也成为了启迪在泰国最重要的合作伙伴之一。清华科技园在发展初期的目标定位就是帮助清华大学的科技成果转化、科技企业孵化和科技人才培养。我很高兴地了解到，启迪伟华中心在泰国也已经就这3项与朱拉隆功大学开展了全面合作。我们共同支持了朱拉隆功的科技项目，共同孵化了朱拉隆功大学的学生创业项目，也共同开展了朱拉大学的学生实习项目。
Today, the official signing between TusPark WHA and ICI has important strategic significance for TusHoldings' international layout and Chinese high technology enterprise going abroad. ICI has also become one of the most important partners of TusHoldings in Thailand. In the early stage of TusPark's development, we had 3 missions then: to transfer the technology, to facilitate the technology achievement transformation and the technology startups incubation and the high technology talents cultivation. I am so glad to know that TusPark WHA in Thailand has already carried out similar cooperation with Chulalongkorn University. We jointly supported technology projects transformation and supported the student startups incubation, and we also carried out the summer internship program together.
朱拉隆功大学是泰国最古老的大学，被尊为全泰国最有威望的大学。我们能与这样的学校进行深度合作，这无疑对启迪也是以往工作成绩、实力的充分信赖。我们今后会以中泰企业的需求为动力，以启迪的立体3螺旋模式为指引，以启迪的全球创新网络为基础，在双方的校企合作中实现优势互补、利益共享，进一步助力泰国创新生态系统的搭建，与中国与泰国的在东盟之间的科技创新合作。
It is well known that Chulalongkorn University is the top university in Thailand and the oldest university in Thailand, and is respected as the most prestigious university in Thailand. Our cooperation also means the full trust to the result and strength of our team in the past, and it is also an affirmation and summary of our past friendly cooperation. Today, through the official signing of this MoU, the new phase to deeper and all-round cooperation will be carried out. In the future, we will be driven by the needs and requirements of Chinese and Thai universities and enterprises, guided by TusHoldings' multidimensional triple helix theory and global innovation network, we will achieve joint benefit and win-win situation between the two parties, and further assist and promote Thailand's innovation ecosystem establishment and the S&T cooperation between China, Thailand, and the ASEAN countries.
各位，校企合作是企业、学校、学生乃至社会政府共赢的重要措施。我深信，在各位的领导的努力支持下，我们的合作一定能取得更大的圆满成功。谢谢。
Dear guests, school enterprise cooperation is a very important way to achieve win-win situation for enterprises and for the universities and for the whole society. It is an inevitable choice for the scientific development. And I also believe by the support of the management team of all parties, our cooperation will achieve greater and bigger success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so thanks, Mr. Ma. And Thailand has always been a very important country and focus point of TusHoldings' whole international strategy. And in the future, we will still carry on this mission and to promote the collaboration between China and Thailand and for ASEAN countries. Thank you, Mr. Ma. And next, we got to watch a video. So we just finished an program together with CII, and we made an interview video for the students who join in this intern program. So our marketing team, please play this video and let's watch this video. Yes, and it's so glad and nice to hear from the students after the interviews. So in the future, TusPark WHA, together with CII, we will also provide these channels to the students to let them join in the real business and practice what they have learned in the university. Okay, so let's move to the next session, which is MoU signing ceremony and group photos. So totally, we have 3 signatories and 3 witnesses. And I think for the 3 signatories, we already have this MoU. So let's sign on this MoU together. And my marketing team tell me that we'd better leave 10 to 15 seconds for them to take a screenshot. So let's sign together now, please.
So for the signatory, please look at the camera and pause for a second or 10 seconds. คุณวิวัฒน์ค่ะ คุณวิวัฒน์ค่ะต้องขยับออกไปอีกนิดนึงค่ะโอเคค่ะ
So please, did you already make the screen focused? Because we want to move the screens.
คุณสุริยาค่ะ could you please select for the 6th screen right?
Yes, I'm
3 on the above and another 3.
So can we move the screen here? So because it's already
cancel the focus.
Yes. Mr. Ma, could you please tell Mr. Ma to be in the center?
Yes, yes, already in the center. 就这样吧。你看，这样好，直接接这个吧。
คุณตุยาค่ะคุณ please Dr. Nacha
好，就这样，没错。
โอเคครับ
โอเคค่ะ Miss everyone could you please hold for a secondคุณตุยาโอเคไหมคะ
ครับโอเคครับ
Okay, okay, it's fine.
Okay, so after the sign, so we three signatories, let's hold this MoU we just signed and face to the camera. And the three witness, please just staring at the camera, I think.
คุณวิวัฒน์คะรบกวนถือโฟลเดอร์ค่ะ
马总您不用，马总您看摄像头就行。
ครับโอเคครับ
โอเคค่ะ
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Lastly, let's take another photo. I'm just like a photographer. So we are holding this file, and the witness, please let's give us a round of applause for this memorable moment. Is that fine? 马总可以鼓鼓掌。对。再见。结了吗 ？Okay. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all for the MoU, the successful signing of this MoU. Thank you.
Thank you for e-signing
Thank
ceremony.
you. Thank you. It's so nice. It's so nice.
It
Yes.
is, it is.
Thank you.
It's my
Thank
first
you.
time.
Thank you.
Yes.
First time.
Your first time, right? And thanks for
Yeah.
the technology.
That
It can
is
provide
great.
us this opportunity.
You'll do it more.
Yeah. Okay. So we still have another session, the open session for discussion of the future collaborations. And
That's
I
good.
think, yes, I will leave this part to Mr. Lee. He will propose some ideas about the detailed plan of our collaboration in the next semester, I think. Zhiran, 请吧, please.
So, hello everybody. I am Li Ziran from TusPark WHA. It's a great honor to attend this MoU signing ceremony. And on behalf of TusPark WHA here today, that I would like to share with all of you some of the specific or detailed information or plans that we are talking or discussing with SCI for the second semester and for the long run. So as the prompt and frequent discussion between me and Dr. Pietro about all the plans that all the possibilities that we're co-exploring for the second semester, we're thinking TusPark WHA could be the supporter and let's say the alliance for the second semester project, students project, which is the entrepreneurship business plans and digital transformation programs. So in detail, TusPark WHA will support these two programs, these two students programs in the second half of the year, which is to help the students, help SCI, BSI to select Chinese entrepreneurs, Chinese startups within TusHoldings network, innovation networks around the globe, but mostly in China, on China side, and to help the students here from SAI to do the research programs and case studies and help them to get ready for China side, of course, in entrepreneurship business and digital transformation areas. And as we see in the long term, beyond only in second semester, maybe for the next 1 or 2, even 2 or 3 years, that we are hoping to work closely with SAI and even Chula to work on students and professor and staff programs. In terms of the students exchange programs, maybe in the future with China, specific China universities that from TUS partnerships, that we can develop multi student exchange programs. Even let's consider that when the COVID is under control, that we can even take students and start from Chula to China to do some research and sightseeing and visiting and workshops and etc. On innovation for sure, on technology innovation. And in terms of the student startups that we are thinking that we could be the tutors and mentors in the long run for Chula SAI students programs, and to give them lectures and resources support to help them to start their own business. So these are just general information that we have been discussing about the possibilities with SAI, specifically with Dr. Pietro for a lot of times. And maybe today, Dr. Pietro could elaborate a little bit more, maybe on your side. Thank you.
Thanks, Jiran. Well, I'll just add a few details. So one of the scope of cooperation would be related to our subject. And for this coming semester will be specifically for entrepreneurship subject, which is a first year course in digital transformation. It is a cross cohort second and third year. So the role of TUS WHA will be to advise students for term project in both directions. So for entrepreneurship will be to like as Jiran mentioned, to like take some cases of startups in China and fine-tune, localize the business model and the business plan for Thai market and ASEAN market. Whilst for digital transformation, the direction will be the opposite. So it will be to take some existing startup or even SMEs, small, medium-sized enterprises from Thailand. But could be also like companies affiliated with our students, since many of them come from like a family business background, and to prepare them for digital transformation, especially in regard to market entry into China, which is definitely part of a digital transformation, since if companies wish to enter Thailand, they need to master digital skills, starting from digital marketing to e-commerce and digital payments. So for any companies that would like to address the Chinese market, this strong component of digital transformation is required. And above the exchange, as Jiran mentioned, so since we are all under the probably fourth wave of COVID, and so probably there will be some sort of restrictions in the coming future. So maybe a first way to action this could be some, let's say, online exchanges, online experiences for our students to cooperate with us in China and across the world, and also with the startups incubated, nurtured, and backed by TusHoldings in China and worldwide. Thank you. Back to you, Francis.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so glad and excited to hear from you about this cooperation together. And because for TusHoldings, we originated from the university, from Tsinghua University. So we love to, and we are happy to work closely with the university. And I hope and I believe we're gonna achieve far more and different results in different aspects. Okay, so for the open session, anyone has anything to be discussed together? No? Okay, so now we can move to the last session, which is it's really not easy to find a suitable way we can meet together, because I really hope we can make it offline. And it's been so long time that I didn't meet you in Thailand. And so now I propose all of us we can open our camera and let's leave a group photo together on this Zoom platform. Shall we? Yes. So let's face to the camera and smile. So like we are saying cheese.
Kun Surya, could you please share on screen of everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, please wait a second.
Okay.
It's few minutes. Okay ค่ะ
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think this is the end of our ceremony, but we will continue and carry on our collaboration in the future. And thanks again for your participation, and thank you for your precious time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Francis.
Thank you.
And all the
Thank
great
you.
team. Thank you.
All the
ขอบคุณ
best.
มากนะครับ
All the best. สวัสดีค่ะ
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hope to meet you in Thailand.
Yes, look forward to Francis. See you.
Exactly. Yes. See ya.